Ryan, have you seen my wristwatch? I forgot where I kept it last night. Your husband said coming inside the kitchen where you were cooking breakfast in rush because you woke up late and Jungkook is already ready to leave for work. You looked at him and lowered the flame and was about to leave, but Jungkook stopped you. Just tell me where it is. I'll get it. I've seen it on the nightstand. He nodded, fixing his tie. Thank you. He walked towards the room while you spoke behind him. Breakfast is almost ready. Please don't leave without eating it. You said, going back to the stove and started flipping the pancakes as you have finally prepared with the help of store-bought mix. By the time he was getting ready, you plated the pancakes while making a smiley face on top of them with the pieces of strawberries. You smiled as you looked at the smiley face. I hope seeing this brought same type of smile on his face too. Mr. Ice never gets tired of keeping a straight face all the time. He poured some coffee in a cup when Jungkook came back, fixing his wristwatch. I would have eaten breakfast in the office today. You didn't have to trouble yourself. You looked at him. There's nothing to be troubled. I don't feel good if you leave without eating. He looked at you for a second, your innocence and kindness doing something inside him. He pulled a chair before sitting on it. Thank you so much. He saw the pancakes and the smiley face you have made on top. His lips curled up into a slight smile, bringing a shy smile on your face. You like that, don't you? Jungkook cleared his throat and grabbed a fork and knife. You were still standing, that made Jungkook to look at you. It was as if you want to say something but you were hesitating. Is something on your mind? He said, taking a sip of the coffee. You came back from your thoughts. No, I mean, yes. He looked at you when you stammered. You know you can tell me, right? He said in a soft tone. You pulled a chair and sat on it before looking at him, although your fingers fidgeting together. Actually, I want to ask you something. Jungkook nodded. Stop stammering and say whatever you want to. He doesn't know why you sometimes get nervous in front of him, but he doesn't like that. Actually, my friends are having a gathering tonight. Everyone is bringing their husbands and I was wondering if you could come with me. I know you are busy and it's short notice, but you said, lowering your eyes. Jungkook raised an eyebrow, sensing your anxiety. I'll try to finish my work early. I'll go with you. Your eyes widened in surprise. Really? Thank you, Jungkook. You said, getting up in excitement, and hugged him tightly, making his heart skip a beat, but then you pulled away, realizing you haven't been that stage where you can be physically comfortable. I'm sorry, you said, looking away while Jungkook drank water as he felt each and every hair of his body rising up. Your touch gave him goosebumps. I'll leave now, goodbye. He got up and walked away while you smiled. He looks so cute when he gets nervous. Later that evening, you and Jungkook arrived at Nancy's house where the gathering was taking place. The atmosphere was warm and inviting, with soft music playing in the background and the aroma of home-cooked food filling. You were greeted with hugs and laughter as all of you were meeting after a long time. Adult life and especially marriage kept all of you busy. You introduced Jungkook to everyone who was only here for your happiness. Otherwise, he always avoids places where he has to deal with people other than work. It's been ages. I'm so happy to meet you, she said, pulling you into a tight hug and then pulled back before looking at Jungkook. And this must be elusive Jungkook, she teased, eyeing him curiously, while you chuckled as your friends know that Jungkook is a bit cold and reserved type of person. Jungkook nodded politely. Nice to meet you all. And respectful plus handsome too. She said, joining you all while you smiled and looked at Jungkook, who was as usual with his cold face. Then you all got busy catching up with life lately, talking about stuff while Jungkook has to sit with the husbands. He wasn't really enjoying but seeing you happy and cheerful with your friends while telling him that he made the right choice by coming here with you. Mia, who had always been the bubbly one, was now happily married and expecting her first child. She couldn't stop talking about her pregnancy cravings and the excitements of becoming a mother. Wow, it's been only 2 months. You're so fast. You teased while all of them laughed. This is what happens when you gets married to your favorite man. You smile feeling happy for her. Nancy looked at you. So Ryan, you were always the shy one in school. Married life hasn't changed that, has it? You blushed feeling the teasing gaze of your friends. Well, Mia joined in playfully. Yeah, and you're still a virgin, aren't you? Holding on to that innocence even after marriage. They all burst into laughter and you felt your cheeks burn with embarrassment. You stole a glance at Jungkook hoping he would come to your rescue. But he was clueless what's going on. So he leaned in. She was always on top when it comes to tease you, even in the school days when you didn't able to make a move to tell your crush about how you feel. Come on, spill the beans. Have you two even, your discomfort grew and you struggled to find a response. Some things are private, you manage weekly. Oh, come on, we are all friends here. We just want to know if you have. Jungkook realized seeing your expressions that something was not right. You looked a little embarrassed and uncomfortable. Your usual charm now faded a little. He got up and walked in your direction. It's been almost a year since you two got married. How come you haven't, done it yet? Your cheeks turned red. Come on, guys, you know it was an arranged marriage. It needs time. So he rolled her eyes. Come on, it's been a year. Do you guys even sleep together? How do you resist? Are you scared of Jungkook or something? The backyard erupted into giggles and you wished you could disappear in the floor. Seriously though, Ryan, does Jungkook love you or is he just keeping you as a trophy wife? Now your embarrassment turned into a mixture of frustration and discomfort. You shifted uncomfortably, searching for the right words. Our relationship is private and yes, he loves me. Come on, guys. Let's not pry into their personal lives. Ryan and Jungkook obviously have their reasons. So he shrugged, still grinning mischievously. We're just teasing, Ryan. You know we love you. But personal matters should remain personal. You all looked in the direction and Jungkook walked near you, his eyes not leaving your face, and you felt so relieved seeing him next to you. Your friends eventually stopped teasing you. Shall we leave now? I have some work as well. You nodded and got up as you also wanted to go. You turned towards your friends and smiled. It was nice catching up with you all. Thanks for inviting. So he came and hugged you. Let's stay in contact. You smiled and nodded. Nancy came near and looked at Jungkook. You have our most innocent friend. She might not open up with her feelings, but I hope you understand. Jungkook nodded. Don't worry about her. You said goodbye to your friends before you both walked away. As you and Jungkook drove home, after the somewhat awkward gathering at Nancy's house, a heavy silence settled in the car. You couldn't stop replaying the intrusive questions and teasing remarks from your friends in your mind, which left you feeling a mix of embarrassment and frustration. Sensing your discomfort, Jungkook turned his attention away from the road for a moment. Are you okay? His voice brought you back from your thoughts. You looked at him and forced a weak smile. Yes, Jungkook, I'm sorry about tonight. They can be a bit direct, but we are always like this. He nodded, understanding you.
네가 보고 싶나 봐. 아프고 아파도
I
내
know friends can be
맘속
extreme sometimes. You don't have to apologize for their behavior. You nodded, feeling a little relieved. Thank you.
그리우면 어떡해.
But Jungkook could see a little change in your behavior. Ryan, I want you to know that I love you. You turned to him surprised by his straightforwardness. His eyes were focused on the road ahead, but his tone carried sincerity that melted your defenses. I know tonight was uncomfortable and you must have felt sad by all those words, but I want you to understand that I don't want us to rush into anything until you are truly ready. We don't need to conform to anyone's expectations or pressures. What matters is that we are comfortable and genuine with each other. You felt a lump form in your throat, touched by his words and the depth of his consideration. You have always admired Jungkook's strength and resolve, but now you saw a softer, more caring side of him that filled your heart with warmth.
가끔 꺼내어 볼게. 아프고
You have spent your life with me, and
아파도
I want every
내
moment between us to be based on love and mutual respect. There's no need to rush something as intimate as this.
이렇게 보고 싶어 어떡해.
You wiped your tears and nodded. I am with you in this. I also don't want to rush things, especially I have this. And no, I didn't feel bad. I know what we are, and our love is more beautiful than anyone can think about. He smiled and placed a kiss on your forehead. Thank you for being so pure and understanding. I will love you always, and we're going to have a beautiful future together. I promise. I'm rooting for that. He smiled.
제발 내 곁을 떠나지 마.